Well, hello, my name is Krause-Jensen, and Sofie and my colleague and I will present a short course we have developed for a student at the School of Biomedical Laboratory Scientists. The course makes coherence between 3 modules and link together teaching in the school period with teaching in the internships. We have used the SD questionnaire before and after the course as a tool to measure the effect of the entrepreneurship education. The tool can be used to measure if a course has caused any change at the students regarding entrepreneurial knowledge, mindset, attitude and skills like creativity, financial literacy, managing ambiguity, planning and so on. Our group of students shows a statistical significant increase in creating network and establish new contacts. Furthermore, several students changed in a positive direction concerning skills like creativity and planning. And finally, they have raised their innovative employee, their needs to have a job where they can decide by themselves. During the internship, the students identified between 10 and 20 disharmonies defined as processes or part of processes that do not work in appropriate routines or puzzling situations. We tell the students that nothing is too small, simple, or nothing is too complicated at this part. At the school, the students describes and shares the practices they have encountered to be inappropriate or difficult. They're analyzing why the practices are inappropriate, why it has become inappropriate in a historical view, and why no one has changed it. One of the goals for the course is that the students receive an entrepreneurial mindset. We want the students to become active members of the everyday changing profession of biomedical laboratory scientists working in the healthcare system in a welfare state. We want the students to be proactive and take action when they see things or processes that do not work properly or simply can be done in a smarter way. We used a model for entrepreneurship education developed by Aarhus University. The model consists of 4 stages in an iterative process. The model is based on means, so no matter where the students are, they can always cope with the model because they are taking part of the means. Based on Saraswati's principles of effectuation, the students start to map their academic and personal competences. When the students find their professional knowledge useful in the work with the disharmonies, it enhances the motivation. At the same time, the student soon discovers that their knowledge are limited. Often when they are mapping their academic and personal competences, it results in a kind of working contract for the group. But in the process, the students get to know each other, they inspire each other, they share experience they have got from the internship, and they learn to work with their competences and skills. Then the students disclose the disharmony. They make contact to the internship where they have encountered the disharmony. They make inquiries by using questionnaires, posting questions on Facebook, and they make interviews and observation. And several times they pitch their disharmony in front of the classroom and get feedback. As a part of the pitch, we ask the students to visualize the disharmony and the next best step. We want the students to use their creativity and imagine the future where the disharmony is dissolved. This is the start of the divergent ideation process.
From the beginning, the students often have a clear idea of what kind of solution they want to work on. We have made a ban on working on ideas before they have disclosed the disharmony. Working with different creative processes, the student create and combine new ideas that might solve the problem. Here you can see an example from the creative process. The students have generated different ideas. They have categorized the ideas so that they can discuss and choose between them. The disharmony and some of the ideas has been quantified by using an idea relay, which means that other students in the classroom comment on the ideas. The last part of the Me Too process is about making value. We don't really have time for this in this short course. That's why the students pitch their idea in front of the staff in the preceding clinical training period. They have to argument for the importance implementing the idea, for example, because it can spare money or time in the laboratory. Some students are so keen about their ideas that they continue to develop their work in the VIA student incubator. We want to attract talented young entrepreneurs in a special talent development. At the moment we have 3 students who are working with some further investigations and plan to test their prototype in the bachelor project. The exam is a combination of a written assignment and an oral group examination. The student pitches the disharmony and the idea in very creative forms. We have seen videos, like this Barbie video, role-playing or even puppet theaters. After the pitch, we have a group dialogue with the students. By the examination, we want to evaluate that the students are able to demonstrate a theoretical and professional knowledge from an entrepreneurial approach, argument for the selected disharmony and its underlying reasons and problems, and also to document and reflect on the relevance of the idea and the consequences of enterprising. This makes the actions and the personal skills central and means that practical relevance is attached to actions. The students' enterprising gives meaning and significance, and their efforts are added value into both personal, professional, and academic context. These are highlights from the students when we asked them about the course. One said, "Our profession is constantly on the move, and I have to develop my abilities to think in unconventional ways. It was strange and frustrating, but I have learned a lot. Working with my own experiences are so meaningful, and I can relate to my education and my profession in new ways." To sum up, we find that the students become motivated, creative, courageous, and enterprising in ways we don't normally experience. They obtain knowledge about entrepreneurship and also learning outcome from the curriculum. They increase their creative and managing skills as performing and pitching, and they invent new products or procedures. Thank you.